that you warned and you mentioned that 2026 with state scandals like PDS or National Cathedral.
Brasso biem enei apafo mienu ya saba betenase na ensem hodo a ekotwi ene breman ye ba bebo ne se kase e de ama wo Hames wo hansia ene echiriponum kasafidie so na kase efri Hames 106.5 FM so no dada no ho e de afa information centers ahodo bebra eno ena amanfo wo bia kamufo pragafo nyina no etie yen kase information centers yanam so no na edidi sui
obakwane wono beko yesu nti kwabena kuma domi abra afe wono bo Aziz nso wo nyanche udru fa ho ye den a eyakwesi Nesta Daroma God Skin Barber Shop ewo go so petelendem kukuom eya dumra daddy's pub eya yom su junction Jebles wo sienche menhia go so SDM eya Big Joe Sport Bernardo Enterprise ewo go so Atasara wo go so Bright Star new site emu orere gbekon ene ma me akua so so afa yatum wa bebrese krom Coco Station eya officer Paul ene Sir Louis nyame be kire eya wo Fasendo Olito ene Lydia enso etie ye free sahwibia no akusika store ewa Tamils Road go so Madam Yafrema ewa Abotan so go so me Dimafo Information Center DJ Odoada Roma udum kukuom people so a ye dem live Nana from Poma store wo kukuom Hospital Junction Dantano kwano so afi udu ayom so ahimfia Pilato enso abie yatum wo Yeman Information Center akrodie jidim eye kwampoku Gbogbo welding shop enso so ewo Atamils Road na udu mem esu kese ekwano so ofake enso etie ye free hokwa kuma eye Master Tola wofa kojo space wo mem oni Amedia Hospital no ene die nhwe akrodie eye suro Eradi Provision Shop sanso na kwapon ejata Kayaradi Information Center ewo Mpomazie Golden Tea Mining Company ata wofa kwami esa ewo Goso Education Office afe Police Headquarters Information Department eye Chief Inspector Cletus Gariba Mami Janet Fashion enso so wo menhia zongo afe Red Joseph Owusu Peaceman enso etie ye free nkasemu nkrenkrom na nkasemu krodwe anim no eye Sister Cynthia ene bra tachi ya okra krom eye adobia ene na busuafo nyina chechewure eye don't mind your wife choba action sa no kukuom nyanche ekwan so Abis Collection enso so Genesis nche wono ma Crispy Fashion sa dwumayefo nyina so etie eye kase sanso na efie nkwan choba ewo Goso Atamils Road
Wei ene biaya hudo bebre ena afa ya kase ya etupiti muma wamfo nyina ete yenka na kase no etifi nsem no bi ena edidi sue minority ewo Ghana eyemrahye bedwemo akasa ede afa ensem bia chese abato monten so efa naka womu dwumadie anase womu books a womde aba bonten womu nu se topics ahudo bi ewomu no ase ekasa ede afa mema ne mema na LGBTQ nti omo srese naka boss no ebeye mpanifo empamo no
sanso ena ukopiem ewo swame baby ayekum enmoa na empanyimfo honum kire se nsem bi twagu montene so se omo eton nam a omawu omo se sasam na enya nokure wa obeti bi abowa so na pretugu
Attorney General ena wakwakodi nkomo ewo ye sister station bi na ensem a wabro so no emu baako mienu miensa ena abete no yakase enu na ne edi kan wase yewura kanoforiata se wono a be deport no ho anase US aban be deport no eye 20th January no e wono ano ho
ade
you for this hey obeba munka makuma nto ye
say
but me the oil na see
say either self deportation
and I say
Donald Trump will deport you
but you say was what me ba be yi ano no sign party ni ti say nya no kora
pani bi kora kasa say oyesa akokwasa na 2028 di omawu
o say oba na oba kasa ni ehu ni ewu say ye no kora na say nya no kora boss
sanam temaku say ye dina 7 no absentia one man ohwe 2020 aba ye tu nyina campaign message na about corruption then MPP the boy in this echi
no kora pa no kora
sa ma me no so ye say ayamoa no
ya ko fana ba
foreign affairs ministry the krata bia be kenkan mo bi atibi
ya te ase
ye say yamoa no ya detention no US abrochi mem say oforiata de ni bi no
be was papa ken otimi ba be yi nsem bia no no o mo bi ehu ne wo ho no yo ye de ma dwene ho amenti ase o
he untimi bela na de ni treso
no so kra betimi ehu na no
na o hwe obi ndi wo ha ne charge no ma
on de just okofa wi ase njina ba nti ontimi sa jojo no but still also otimi ba no be yi nsem bia no mo bi aye clear
say we na wa ma na ye tenten ni de ara oba passport na wo de kotogo kra beje
ono ade de kra he kra de kwan o de fa so wura kra mo ma no kwan ma ni wura ho ti o so ba be yi nsem bia no obi anya clear
accountability
na me ma twentena atwan ne de ayi
atoni de na wedding komo bebre ye bobo
yo eni ebe kwa kopie mu ewo yilo krobo eho eno mo MC ho no no so akasa na wodi nsem no atudwa wa bra na oche eye common funds ediama PWD so chese o musika de nya de se wono beta fere bi da esan se ye omodia
na chairman general so na mu a sese wo Bunu East na wakasa woni mpanifo akasa no se he Bunu East ene Bunu ai akwan de o mampani be ye ni nyina ansa na wako o hye omobo
obeyesu
top pressure time
GMA o kan obeye nti obeye se na nu ko kuma se mu se kwan na omugu so ba ni futuro na susu kakara first ne de na me ko school kuma se na me feri o ofa o se na omu bisa so ofiri hi
jese no wi akotonsu
e to da kwa jese ode ntoma ekuru hu o kan ni ma no wa ko duru
mo se de o yare
school so wo kwa hu uduru e o se usi na wuram na ye feli pa na ye feli
se sa no kwa no atonsu egubutem wi ana wa dwal na se utugu ho a o mo sa se nsu abo kwa mbone de so fe ya
ye easy kura ai to onye mo ono so be ya mo yanko won eni driver for ewo number so ewo mfifiri mantam num so e kasa wa hanum se o mo kire so o mo kwan a wo mo fa so no eno so so nye
na sa numero so for no o mo ya hemfo a
mini baby obo so mo mfifiri mantam ho
sa ai wo mo news bu ha o mo so o mo foro ai winyina o anka bia no aforo asaba wa ye ko
anya me na se na etwagu o baabi yeso furu people bi no akotena so anya numre so for mo brampa
ado mo nto aba
me nwanwa na fe baabi akuro ne hye
na ballot box nko
enu na no obi so ebisa no se duro about o de o mutimi hu kwan ekọ ho no le mo ne man kitinkiti bi e wo se ye mo mo yen a o mo no ye na kuro man ni nyina atu akotena people so eye ko
bele kuro dido
wo se asem sikura etimi di be boson me na wonte wuso wontimi mo obi amane
omo nte hwe
ni se kuro nde mintimi ntena wo wo mi data na mi di ye bibia e hotena ba ye ya
na kase be ye wode na ya bobom na obete enchiremu efa kenuforiata Attorney General kana ho asema yeva mu aseda fa ma Yimano African Wear Boutique na waseme kan cho se suit no top and down ubenya bi ewo ho o captain wo ho working gear ewo ho African Wear soro de nyina no ubenya ni nyina bi wo Yimano African Wear Boutique a eno ewo kuko master wase kwa metela no wasa pam enti eniama bi apese wo pese bi eya ba fi a mu twantoma motimi de nyina akoma no be pam ne kama e de amamo mo ye school na pese wo pam tade de mama ono so be pam ne kama wo kukum Roman asole da no ho no ma ho na obehu na so ye no woni enkane health insurance office no na edi enumhwe frɛ no 0242 066 191 nene master ose kwa mitela enin komo Sparling Ventures me kan cho se bra kata ya hudo bia no benya bi ewo ho na kata na hudo no se ye dwombu ene de keka ho seat eye fortune ne de keka ho nyina no obenya bi size bia wo prefer room car room motor room room bia no obenya bi ewo Sparring Ventures wo go so hanom ene go so government hospital no benhwa dana eye Scar Pharmacy wo mu no go so hospital ho na ho na behu no head office ne de ewukumase de nyame oben ECG magazine Krofrom Junction ho no ma 0249 652005 and 0244 264480 and 0552 621795 na ene penfo eni kita ho Master J Autopass se ka cho se eye motorbikes batteries de obenya ni nyina bi ho Autopass e wo ho e na wa repair works e wo ho nti moto sa se na opese won siesie mfamo a okwa obeye ne kama e de ama do man ho aka de bia no obenya bi se ye original bar original case so obenya ni nyina bi ho South Korea ho shaft any carburetor so obenya ni nyina bi e wo Master J Autopass chain ahodo ni nyina no okwa obenya bi e wo ho moto e ho aka de bia se eye abobo ya motor pass no obenya bi ewo ho pragia obenya bi ewo ho eye motor hygiene anase royal ne Absonic motorbikes no ne pass no de ho na obenya bi car battery ahodo ni nyina no obenya bi ewo Master J Autopass o go so enkanelo station ho no ma wo ben ankrebo C shop ho friend 0244 111352 na bibia enye kama enfama wo ene kura yemu afoforo bebere ka ho a brepamu no yede wo mo aye ejwade krato no ebetudwa se okura yemu a yede awia prem to brekase atudidi amansan dawuro no ede ebrewo enuanum mienu ene age brebe keka kase ede amawo eyeme wofa hotini nana aboagye da Costa mene me wofa se
EBEFA HEMAA GINA BAAH MANU
yeda ye ho ye ba kase ni nkyiremu yede be ma ho Yada se yanto so na yemfa kase no emrewe na yewura eye Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine ena wakofodi enkomo na enkomo no ekoso abrawani yenua bolare etwetwe enkomo ewo star chat eso na odin komo bebre efa ni dwumadi a wodin se Attorney General na okansam ahodo efa na abrabomu na de na hia ye bebre pa no eye ni dwumadi a wodin se Attorney General ewo omampani yewura John Dramani Mahama apenso no na yebisa na nsem ahodo efa ensema eya no ode ko asemdibia fa ni bo honma na ode ababe gina eye nsentwefo nhyiemu ase na wa tese mama Ghana fo nyina hunie kro na o kyerem se eno so eye accountability anase ekwaya wo fa so abudu dwumadi ho konta ede amagane ni bie hu kwan hodo wo fa so a wodi ni dwuma na ebusa bibi anase bolare ebusa ni bibi efa yewura kan oforiata enkane Ghana sana hene ho ewo ni dwumadi anase Ghana ya to yensa de afra no nam kwadu bia aban de abono no ke wo se obeyi ano bepem samre omabona woma na okasa ya ma ye chire mu fa said sesia no ohwa opani akwakodi se sembe ewo US abrochimemu na wo kase yewura kenufurata ono na hye no omadi djuma wudo bebre a ono hu ne se enche US aban ene Ghana ban kitamudi omadi no enche papai obawo nukunsa ede naba na osenka wono de woka no waka se yewura kenufurata ankabeya wono a ko hase se ono abedi poto no ho afri US abrochimemu enye sa de a ogidi se aban anase US aban de be 20th day na wawoni kunsa ede naba woni bolo ru nkomo ne ebini
so will be
will he be brought to Ghana here and now at 5 minutes to 8? What do you know? Will he be brought? Yesterday we saw a news item.
Yes, he will be. He will be. Look, I mean, the possibility is very high. The possibility is very high, and he could either self-deport or face, deportation by the immigration judge on January 20th. Yes. So after the hearing, we will get to know what orders the judge made regarding his immigration status. But it's more serious than I have, put out. But
it's more serious.
Yeah, but at the appropriate time, I don't want to announce. But
what scoop can you give? Because you owe it to Ghanaians to just give us a wind. How serious is this?
No, it's very serious. It's very serious. It's more serious than I have divulged at this point in time. So at this point, it will stay at a level of my briefing the president.
How will you ensure that due process for somebody like Ken Ofori-Atta, a statesman, a former finance minister, whom you've urged to come home and recuperate? Those were your words.
Yes.
How will you ensure that due process is followed? Because many feel that, well, you are going after he can be tried in absentia. So why the rush?
No, but he can be tried in absentia. All right, that is true. But it is better when he comes to to answer, when he's here physically present and made to answer for whatever charges have been leveled against him by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. And I also mentioned that there are other investigations that are going on. So it's not only the SML investigation, which has been conducted by the OSP, that links Ken Ofori-Atta to issues of accountability or alleged acts of criminality. There are other investigations that I am undertaking, that will be announced at the appropriate time.
Ayine wabra na odi enkomo na no achi ena eye bolare ebusa no ensembi efa sem ebebi won be kan se eye ora eye operation recover all route a wo atie no na chairman no oda no yewura Samuel Kugyeto Abrakwa ebe kan se omanya be 20 billion eno ma recover a amount a omo enya based on projection a wo ye ena eno so wo de no yie ema Ghana for.
Doctor, you warned and you mentioned that 2026 will be different with potential 20 billion recoveries targeted. Which scandals like PDS or National Cathedral will see charges first?
No. So okay, fees. First of all, I was asked about the 20 billion.
Yes.
When we are going to see the 20 billion recovered, and I said it is a projection.
Oh.
It was a projection by the oral committee, the oral committee chairperson, the Honorable Okudzeto.
Before you came into power.
Before we came into power.
Okay.
When we came into power. In fact, it was on the day that the oral report was being handed over to me that he mentioned the figure,
correct,
the 20.1 billion. But of course, that figure was based upon his own calculation of, the sums that were involved. So, for instance, if you take, let's say, drip, all right, the figure involved there is over $100 and something million, right? When you take the value of lands that were, allegedly looted, they estimate the land in cantonments is what, 500,000 a plot.
Yeah.
So what he did was basically a back of the envelope type of calculation, and that is the figure that he put out. Now he has put a heavy load on my head because now everyone expects me to bring in, 20 billion. Yes, but
is that the case from where you sit?
No, from where I sit. it may be up to 20 billion. It may be up to 20 billion if you take the funds we are tracing offshore, into account, because a lot of monies were moved out. Offshore. All right, and but if you take what is in country, the kinds of things we are looking at now, so if you take let's say the buffer stock matter is 78 million Ghana cedis, that's like $7.8 million, right? Or there's $7 million. If you take another $7 million from ABOAGYE, $2 million from Sky Train, and so on and so forth, I do not think that you go up to 21 billion. But the offshore transactions are the ones that we are tracing, and we are thinking that those will be very huge ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've assured Ghanaians.
Mana aye attorney general eka ede afa ura ene sika 20 billion omodi ka se onensa betimi aka na ode nsem no ebe wiye no waka bibi elefa article 71 eno no constitution no eba wo mo eye sika eye gracia ena wo se anko no de nka wosusu se nka article 71 no enye se ebi aye structure no na prevent will be a obe ko mrashebedwemu bia nipa no wo ye mrashebedwani na ne bre na so na ya so to aba ma no ase di nkunim na wasaba beji eye s gracia ero no sinka on de nipa ma anka constitution ni bibi mfanfa ho.
A lot of talk about Article 71 office holders. All right, now this is a defined group of public officers, okay, that includes members of parliament, the president, the SRAJ, the chairperson and commissioners of SRAJ, the electoral commission and so on. All right, they are a defined group of persons. Now, because they are political appointees, okay, they are not bureaucrats. Their salaries and emoluments are not predefined. Okay, they are not contract staff. So the constitution made a provision for the determination of their salaries, okay, through a process whereby, in the case of, let's say, members of parliament, a committee, set up by the president will determine their emoluments, and then, that committee will be that. The president will approve those of the emoluments of members of parliament, and then the salaries of the executive will also be approved by parliament. All right. Now, Bola, what has happened, over time is that most presidents, and then unfortunately including my current boss, right, have often not implemented ex ante the provisions of Article 71. In other words, when they start their office, they don't determine the salaries of the members of parliament, beforehand. So as I sit now as a member of parliament, I'm a member of the 9th parliament, but I'm taking my salary that I got in the salary that was determined in the 8th parliament. Oh. All right. So 4 years down the line, okay, the committee is now established. And then the committee comes out to say, oh, you know what, Dr. Ini was being paid 15,000. I'm just giving an example. Right. I'm not telling you what my exact salary is. Okay. But so 15,000 a month for 4 years. But he ought to have been paid 30,000 a month for 4 years. All right. So Dr. Ini is owed 15,000 difference, and that should be paid to him in arrears. Now you can imagine 15 times 12 times 4. That is a huge amount of money. So when the arrears are paid me, they are like savings that I made because I ought to have been paid 30,000. But the Ghanaian people will say, but how come that after 4 years the members of parliament are giving themselves, such a huge?
Oh, so that is the situation.
That is the situation.
Interesting. This is the first time somebody has actually.
That is the situation with Article 71.
So why don't the president, right from the beginning of their tenure, actually come through with that?
Well, I have said this several times, and I don't know why it happens.
Have you asked your boss?
I think I should ask him one of these days. Because it's amazing how salary arrears paid together with some exit packages. All right, and even with the exit package, I would have thought that even though Article 71 contemplates that you'll be paid because salaries, emoluments, and then pensions are part of it, that you will be paid an exit package. all right, that could have been structured in such a way that returning members of parliament don't take, ex gratia. Do you get it? Because it doesn't make sense for you to take ex gratia. You take a pension and return to work.
Yes.
All right. You take terminal benefits and return to work. So it could have been structured in such a way that if you are a returning member of parliament, then you are given a certain premium, all right, against future, ex gratia.
Sa baba be adwuma. Eno de nsi wo ba bia. Nti eno de papa wa no hwam. Ho ne de me no ya adwen.
Ye nyina ne ya adwen.
Ai. Ose maje pension pay na masa je adwuma na wasa beje pension du kwa pension pay
obeje dodo o say eya sem papa
no de wakani wakani
wakasa we de ne ya adwen ma yento akase ne so maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare Minister for Trade and Industry osanso yemrahye bedwani ema adehia what HEMAA North no de nsem bi atodwa ensem no bi ene se wo kire se oman Ghana ebra so se ye behwe ne atoto ye ne ma yie pa ade ba ko enso ne se ye security services ahodo omo uniforms na omo hye nko susu se wo se nka oman Ghana yetimi pam ya de hanom se esan se yetimi ehwe atoto ne ma yie pam yanka se security services omo uniforms na ebebua pa amanipa bebre anya adwuma ye no susu ya de ba ko a ebesan so aboa ama dodo na ensa akọ omano nti ono de ni susu yemu a enka wo se mpanyifo de omo nice form pa na kire se ye security services omo uniforms na omo pam no eni kwansa ye de kwa amano ni na emom wo se oman Ghana yankasa yetimi pam ya de hanom se maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare
Refer minion ministers omohwe interior, defense, education, lands and forestry say ye ba kwa medi mani hwa ye ebeboa Ghana pa ne say ye uniforms na security for share lands and forestry to say forestry commission for ni ade ne hye no senka itimi ye kwan na ye pam no wa ha ke ba ma garment industry na kwade ni mpa me kan obi aso ne me ya adwen kama because $60 na ade akomo obi a opam ade ni nyina beka krom he ya na adwuma na ebeboa ye nyina ebeka ya ohwe 2026 budget year aban be so private sector companies miensa asen amoma ye garment factories akesie pa baako ewo eastern region baako wo central region baako wo blue east it is ye guso ye creating market for sa industry no be existing ne dada na me kra me sa komani in fact ma start sa discussion ne kra me international brands amanko for pam wo Ghana ha ye wo companies miensa bi a pam for international brands but ye pese ye ne more ma Ghana eventually be a hub for textiles and garment for West Africa ha
onipa okasa ye maame Elizabeth Ofosu Ejare ono ye Minister for Trade and Industry osanso yemrahye bedwani ema adehia what HEMAA North
Yefri trade ministry honom na yenko NDC amanyoko no emu oko NDC amanyoko no ma wo mo gentrenia wetua amanyoko no anom Yewura Johnson asi dunketia na papa wa fato no so se wa bra 2024 o sere Ghana for se omonto abama Yewura John Dramani Mahama no hoko omo na so nti se ma ya adom ato aba ama NDC ene Yewura John Dramani Mahama won tran enkran entonkra emfa mo so do ma se free se na wo petu mi no obo mo na so enti wono a ba bi okoye bia koye campaign no wono ankasa di nana mo no so na wakọ hono akwakoda wo mo ase na wabra wo bepie mu wo bunu East Mountain no mu no na wone NDC amanyuko ne ma ene amanfo wo hono bebre hia ya wode aseda eni kabia ede ma wo mo se oboaye ema NDC amanyuko no etimi edi nkunim wa afimpi mienu ene aduonu nan a Ghana focus impia ni koto aba na wabra wo hia wo mo kajeji wonu mu edi enkomo sene East abato mpesua no so no ena wo kire mu se ne eti a wo ye we nyina ya abasoba obese wode ma wo menkankan ene constituency executives branch leaders emabunu ene members ya omo NDC amanyuko no emu na wo se we nyina ye kona wo faso a obeboa ama grassroots no etimi agina ne naso na anya wo mu nkenyan na apagya wo mo husampa ewiase omo ya ade a obi baba bedo omase na obi enu se odo ya ade bia no no so no ya na wasayeye yewura Johnson ase edun ketia se obesere wo mo anse omunya abotre ma aban no na omonka omuhumom se de be ya aban dwumade bi ode beba bia no omunyina ka omuhubom a ebetimi aso abapa na aboa ama aban ni suade huna obese wode chechire oma konkro Ghana no etimi ejina ne naso yewura Johnson ase edu enketia
yes, there's so many way out there, and I know mankind. In the way out there, if we say, follow east, and they have your own, that by way, and I encounter, we say, a priority. I need one, maybe, not the other. It is a net, President Mahama, who here, I only can first one. As I said, when we are so, everyone what they say, and fear I know best of it. Now, why we now, yeah, why we are. If I be your home, we didn't want fast home. Yeah, one can, one say, oh, now can you run because you say, and now why we can't be. Why we can you go out by you? Why you don't want? Who won't cry? Now the fire who free and table we no more be a won't cry. Now the fire now far control is what to crash. Who went through and cry? Now they what now to us and what you do to us. I don't care what Emma or my winner. And you have one. And tell them when you have a super said, many more MPs in regional minister. You bet your chiripa. Tell the player, you bet me, I am fine. And BAAH so what the network and one sem. Baby, pray for send East District no one. Which now how would mean a call? We are called proud. It will be back campaign. And also when they want some to year and our pregnancy
Yewura Johnson ase edun ketia na atene kana ode na no esi no na wasra NDC abanyoko ni ma wo mo ewo bro east ni bro mantemu se wanyantie bebre nkofo kan kasa wo mo enya adwuma nya ye no se omunya abotre NDC aban egusua tutonema na adwuma de ebebuso nti wo mo kondo so ye adwuma na momunya adwuma no obesoro mo se omunya abotre na aban bono homoden se obey employer mo na unemployment rate a ama no mo so memu no ase etimi etu
it is a miracle, Madame Maria. Now from Soba, the back of me, for brother. It was also here, baby. Why? And look at us. Yeah, before I take Yaba number 2. Mama said, Sing to be a baba. Mama, yeah, free alone. Here, Kase, you know, waiting. This minority say, maybe minister minority say, maybe school feeding minority say, maybe health insurance minority say. As a year, your Baba say a level, and no, not over school feeding now. No, never this in now. It's a better say, you're better now. Now, you know, and then one teaching go down so. You better watch now, one ya, but your mayor drew me as a vessel, say, that's also a rapper, one person. Yeah, so I say, wait for you are, what they say, good enough. Come to what you for the two. Oh, my, and will feed and who said, yeah, I had to buy a yeah, you know. Now, maybe we were farmer, maybe we were farmer. Yeah, you can pay. Yeah, Kase, yeah, my, yeah, free booty, not a photo my. Yeah, Kase, yeah, BAAH, yeah, not a format or booty, and I'll put my.
Edema and this Amanyoko no Yura Johnson Esidu Enketia na Bruno East Regional House of Chief President eso ewo hono na osu sechi odikan ono so kan kakra
Apatafo bi no free jeli go ko sabaria o kan luka 12:13-17 na Yesu Kristo ya sha apatafo no ye o san free sabaria ko jeli ko apope na kai according to Bible kaya only na saka apata is a mono is regional house of presidents.
Wusu sechia wodi kan eye Bruno East eye Regional House of Chiefs ono eni odwintrenia otiano
ye to kase ne so na mensini ahodo e wo memu ensa ahase e kan omo PWD's common fund ama sisi a mensini ba ko a omo nsa ka omo de eye yi low club mensini mu eno enenam so omo MC onyonyamfo Francis Akumate Ado aba abonten aba be kasa afa ho kire se eye PWD's omo common funds na ban de abase onchema amanfo e wo ne mpesua so na nya de se wode ne nsa ebe kada esan se eye PWD's e na ban e de abase yenchamfa momo na omo enyina so mfa mpo bibi enye na bra na oche sikai ade ama eni PWD's makomako 74 ewo so menya ne mpesua so wonom no asemba kwa odi tudwa eni se sesi a yehwe sa common fund dia ban dia base yemfa ma PWD's na yemfa nso omo asene ma omo so nya bibi emfa nye se de be ya omo nsa ebe kɔ na omo ano a enya de se ono ode ne nsa ebe kada no obehwe nso so ama de crop nti a abandi sikai eba eso omo mfanye no omo be ya ne sa pepepe ode ne nsem ekwa awiye no ene obu be edita so se wanya bibi ama wasia eni kwansa obo no kro no na PWD's nso omo deserve better
ebo no kro no ko be no kono ma ha oinda kio obi esa ko 10 round no ajule iye de ke may God forbid kama here isele wa mami me wa yimi me ahembe ne asikanya fio ne akwa ka here me ne man we need ka wo before God forbid you pay that ne lo he ni kala ma gba no ko kan ni o me ne wa ga here no aban yo ha was stuck se ni o me wo iche me wa he ni o me le lo pika ni ne aka je ka ba direct na ma de bi aka ba no bi ma pe no ko o me ma wo ni ka wo scam no ma pe no so ngai ba ka bi yo ihe u ka ndo ko ne mo bola ne nga twi ni che nga mi o e ma hie wa ni no ma he ne ma wa si ka ni sa kan aka hambe e ma bi be ja le o ni nga deji wa ma chano ma hi
iti o kan de
ubu mpakora woti ka woti
Some young we ba be chire
oyo kroboni
ai
some young
pe o fese o si pe fie ko ye onye kroboni fie ko
ba elete ka ma ti mecheche ni nyine mo to de ko
wi anu wa chire ai you Enti ode ne nsem esi ya na municipal director Emma social welfare and community development na afia wowram tete enso ekasa ye na o kire se eyesa asika ye omo chede ama PWD's ewo yilo kroboments ni mu wonom no enya politics nsem kura omo fi omo nipa hwehwe mu se omo makwa ahonyiyem ena omo che sika no de ama omo.
I wish to assure all present that the process leading to today's disbursement has been transparent, fair, and needs-based. Beneficiaries were identified through applications, thorough needs assessment conducted by our officers, and approved by the Disability Fund Management Committee, strictly in line with the approved guidelines. This process is non-political, and beneficiaries were selected solely on the basis of needs and eligibility. The items being distributed today, including assistive devices, startup kits, educational and medical support, were carefully selected based on individual needs. We do not apply a one-size-fits-all approach because every disability presents unique challenges that require.
Premu and President or the Ghana Federation of Persons with Disability, Mame Vida Awate and so Kasai say and what the tuja.
Regional Minister, MP, MC, and no Basume, a Chenwa Foy, say, Mehu, a Susuhene, a Hegafon, Lord Geo, in your men and your biomino, and then I'm a new Meham Chuope, then I'm a Yajiga, no one in your Mario, you won't have Kusinga. Say, you can come chuo, you get trueness and I'm nearby. Who will have Kusim, who be stable like a G. Say, who will I know trio? No papa who might change ever, no more now young one at the Joe. You never need a pay association me. Nay, I'm going to get Pierre, he know I'm a hundred in a way.
And yet, President or the Ghana Federation of Persons with Disability are no Mame Vida Awate.
Na everyone na yengura amajosemo kakra. Na awanse ni ngumesia ne kabom minority ewo Ghana mrahye bedwemu na omo ekase omo se omo ntrase ema obi amfa sokwana na omo achenchena na yegina enim se Ghana hade ade ba ko ayekwatia eye LGBTQI+ na eno eye se oba ne mema nem ene ehu asema na mkofo kan wasem se ase ka ede akoye disuamu ye textbooks ahodo ohwe 2028 ana 2018 ebe mwa 2024 wonsem bi epie monten se ai ye curriculum na ye didi dwuma no ema ne mema ho ema ne ma enemu mema ne mema nemu nsem eba ya ma se ye sin koso kan wonsem na etekodai eno ena ye da so le ete se minority no na adom kuma no eye sentrofo enhyemu ewo Ghana mrahye bedwemu na otafo mrahye bedwani onmunyamfo Vincent Eko asefua ena wo se owu ni se ase ndc amanyuko no omunye ensem omuka esisi so efa antigebe ewo se omode eba mrahye bedwemu na wo se ensem no owu ni se akwa ma sese no ase obi awia no ho ama oko ye curriculum nyema ewo se ye disua de a 2024 educational textbook na se 2024-2025 eba 2026 academic year no textbooks ewo se achechefo de kira de a putakasam ye ka ne teachers guide manual no ase eniema bi ewomu a efa se ye kase afa bema ho ana se oba ye gender no definition of man ne mema be oyi oba bema no ase twetwe aso enti ohunu se opani a wono eda naka no ewo se yeyi na dia na se ye twena se edi free office se wono ena wanye ne nsemu hwemu ye na watena se ama ade a Ghana fo nyina kasetia ohunu se Ghana de saasem no ye nsoso na nsoso ohwe a ekwan a omo chese fa so a ekowura eye teachers manual enam so a chese fo de be kira de no omo kan wasem baby anaso mjituma enye enti naka panimpa no obesere se aban entwe nase enfanim free ne dwumadie no aso
LGBTQ no omo ya kwa hye eye teacher manuals no a teacher for de betumi a kire saade no ewo ye schools mo e kire be say ma betumi ada ana mema so betumi mema ada because obi dey say sexual right the open so you na obe so dey betumi aye ye hu ye ne yam say na say eni nkofo ya na maybe o twe no be 2 years ago omo ka say MP before ena ye nkofo a omo pe LGBTQ In fact, I'm not catching a classic Jubilee House. You should have painting the pictures and I say colors be it's just LGBTQ now because you too. Nenegi, every day no idea you painting in 2025 equation. The one minority you be some something. And then someone the GD said it is built on fairness. Your best friend. Say your penny food to say Christian Council, the Ghana Catholic Bishop Conference, the Muslim Conference. Any penny for your team Monka CSOs, your team Monka maybe a Kemono, some penny voting now. Your bed, your team Monka CC, not in a minority, your friend say, and then you see your Kayan I'm a Ghana force who say, Sir LGBTQ and some and I said, Bear money, Bear Mabeda, or Bano Babano, yet the Abonjo so. Now, NBC for me, who's the Ampa, Sasa, no more day, and so. In your knock for a moment the car. So, Sasa may be before can crumble in a crack. No, no, side affair say, yes, I'm going to share the online version of the manual. In fact, you're going to share the crumple. In some way, you crumple a chain, your printed manual. And then I mean, this as a now then I go through a memory.
Any awti ye minority for na do jino manemu no ota for mrashe bedwani onumnyam for Vincent eko asefo yenyina we so na ye na ye honye yaboafo enkrato ye ba kase no ne aka akire nyina no ye bebo ama won so wati
mami nyimi de tuma di dai musumi di woji di debele
hey ono kwa no de bia wa practice nkwanche na de enen so e de biem
kwajo me say enya me ka tai ya de bia agegimia na abeja mesi akwantimfi
oh na ka tai de oto ne hia de bia na eja wo hawe
na sami de onim sami ni baabia wo nti baabia menya bibia na mato no ne me hawe o
ebenfo ka yampa se hoho na wi akokwa na ni abo ene ya Spalling Ventures abanso no yekogina baabi se yekoto tai
na Spalling Ventures a wo ka wo masem ka tai ta hodo be eno moton
nyabo tirai na membo so mawo ye wo Fortune Bridgestone Seat Jumbo Vikrant eni ahodo bebera mitimi ebu esan ye breninti
na me kai sekete wo mo obi die
Spalling Ventures e wo car tires type BAB any rim size BAB e wo na so ye ho
eni na po ami esanse be ma no kra kasa kese wo didi juma tires ne ha no ta na senti sesei ejanimu
Spalling Ventures tractor tire kra na pa obenya bi wa so ye ho odia ne se obekọ na unya bi gu ka na se afebo akwanhia bia ma
eni esade wu kire ne niam ne bo no enya dendie
eno de enya hawo esanse niam no ye di frabrochimam na de ba enti ye papa ne bo no so da fon boko
eni ma honya ha kire me wona chiru kwan na eduru ho awie
main office no wo Kumasi Danyame Oben ECGP afi go so government hospital de chemo pe Presby Junction ho ne Scarf Pharmacy ene wodan krom afi Mazin Krofrom Junction
me pesa me frɛ wo mo a e ma be na me frɛ wo mo asifo
wo mo number mo de ye adwuma eye 0552621795 and 0249652405 ne kura 0244264480
ano kwa we de mi hu mo ntamanya ne sankama to mi sika agu yo
Spalling Ventures de eye tai papa feed
Amofo, Jefferson somebody that they share. Doctor, EY Edu.
Meeting any doctor, EY Edu. Now do you now put me money say ensentrene doctor. Many doctor ba ko pe aka me omaimu. A min charge obi e won yare ho. Na madro so min ton fam obie. Na emom no me sayare e wo insurance e kwan so. Insurance no aya 250 Ghana cedis. Me kire 2.5 and can it tiskano. Ani wonduo ni nyina. Ani emfidia ye de obeto so. Amana say ya de kopotia e ni padua no. Ni nyina sikatua bi anim. Register insurance ne keke. Na ye be gina so ahwaw asaw yade ama yade ni nyina free ni padua no. Eti ba bibia wotie mi bia no. Bobode so ba be insurance ni bi. Na matimi agina so ahwaw asaw yare.
Mo piafo. Sepeni dwari wi na nsuasa. Ba bia wo bia ne yare bia titi wu bia no. Bobode ahwehwe Dr. Yiwe Edu Chirakwan. Sunya obehu Divine Miracle Power Herbal Limited Chirakwan wa besim. Zoom Lion office animu ha. Wenchi o room asori da ketewa no ho adwira wɔ Paradise Hotel na JFM hɔ a ana drobo wɔ fitem paakuru obetuma fra ahomatrofo yi 0542111330 ana 0542089983 Divine Miracle Power Herbal Limited Dr. Yiwa Edu waba me nya yaresa
yemo kwa babiem amansande ro ewo hames so ha ani nsia chiripo num kasa fidie so na mugusu amutie kase no nto aso enie yeti asi asante mantam no emu eye mpanyimfo a eda sabti musa abatwa wosoame ene ekasa wa hanom sei omo kire se ensem bi etwagu wo monten so se wo bepiem omo akache honom abaabi omukunkum moa eton na kire se mo omukunkum wo honom na omo wuwu ene omo de apie monten so eton wodwoma amanfo so etore na saade we sei ena eye mpanyimfo a ewo soame abatwa ekasa se enye nokre na emu omasem ni nkire mu enie eye January boso me ne de toso edu9 no ene omo ko eye bokoko fa amoa edu omo bepie mu wa Asante Mantam ntibo abra na omo nam kwan so de moa no eba no ekopie mu se eye mponche makomako 22 efa ho ewu ya na enwan makomako 9 ensoso eka ho na samoa ewu ya no na nya yawe eneku omo na ye hyew ena na woka animu a efa so ma moa yi ehwere omo nkwa na no echi na moa ne wu ya no omo nkwa nkoton ewo dwom omo kofa veterinary doctor emo obehwehwe mu hu se moa na nya yawe eneku omo emo de nam no ekopie mu ewo Kumasi Zoo edekoma moa na ewo honom ewe beti sabre we se so yente sa aboa bi ewu ewo Kumasi Zoo enti eye den ena nsem twagu monten so se omo moa omukum ewo yeso ame abato wa honom no omunyina ewuwu na afenso enam yawe enedi ku omo de apie monten so eton ma nipa so omo witi sasem no uni asa wote enye no kurebo waso na pretugu
container bi moi ponchi free boko ene buy na mobile no bibri iwuye because they died out of suffocation because container no informant me enkum nti amambo anu bibri ewuye nti bona mu wuye na mpa be enya be 20 container bi moi ponchi free boko nti bona mu wuye na mpa be enya be 26 na ewu film the some dead ones because here no according to the public health law dead animals we don't pass them for consumption until na aboba na se owu a yes is man for anyway until yes is some one now dead ones na the comma zoo the be feed because even the zoo kurani be examine say fit for animal consumption na ya pass at the comma zoo nti mbo a mo bandra no ankre mbo aponchi be baku 26 I'm say 4 sheep and 22 goats and the comma zoo the be mbo feed lions am zoo nti had there because not necessarily in every slaughter facility you were inspectors dead animals yema public and consumer yes easy say consumable mbo current media ye bare but ndra there no suffocation nti eno there one bit ma edi ewo zoo nti ye easy there koma zoo clear my mind had there there's no way dead animals are bit ma public because allow say dead animals a bed dress dead animal ewa ha ntabo obewu bia any wa ha mesizi make sure say it doesn't go to the public because dead animal how do you examine it because examination you're supposed to do anti-mortem upon your life upon your life or you're healthy and sana you come upon you are now post-mortem inspection into one who abano in this life situation how do you do anti-mortem anti-mortem is very very important into your anti-mortem life animal and sana into abo bana say that aspect of anti-mortem is out into therefore into me emma abano and the public this meat inspection act 2020 passing doesn't allow dead animals into a slaughter facility into abo na say the bar yanji make sure say the public should be clear in their minds that no dead animal.
Eni ayeti ye ora Shaibu Ewora ono na ye veterinary doctor Odaswame Abattoir ano.
Yamfa kase no enkowie ewo Akumfi Traditional Council no ena edensem bi abetu edwa echirima ensem bi ene na monten so a omochirem se nansan ye mentem wase ne basabasa sakasaka bi a ekoso ewo Akumfi efa emabuna ewo honom no ho no wo ye nanano atrankunwa no ede asana koma posifo se han aposifo ekwankwache emabunu na eye putoka se be kan se eye arrest warrant no eno omuchemu se omunye bibia sa ne ti se oti a ye mongu eye opani a wogina eye Traditional Council nanim edin sem we etudwa eye elder Dr. Nana Imperium wotoso enwotwe wono ena ye wohena wowo Akumfi eyisem na woye twafohene edema Akumfi traditional area no wono ena de sansem we etudwa
obakande Nana no trakunde da abere wanche chichichinko Nana no wonka nti wona odo wo ye correction ni obakande Nana no trakunde da abere wanche chichichinko Nana no wonka nti wona odo wo ye correction ni am obi odo bi na aduna ka hye ni de or on probe na sam ne dem no ya che mbe wo koma ni mo nti mbe wo ho a wo de ye ko de cancer akwan wo ho a wo de mbe cancer nti se bibi mpo na nka obi be pada obaka all the other service police for one side security for one side the one for national be here on na me fe de mo kwan ya so do na me tu mebu ni na so fu de esam bank sim we Akumfi wo ko su kumu ni na ya ga ko oni da yebi gam yebi ko ama sam ya bi oni da yeti bi basra ho obi anya security wo mu didi so bi wa di bi na se asama ya oda ebi ho ya himfi asama oda onko ahimfi so ya oda police fufu yi ho asisi a ekola onimpa na wa ya obi bi na oda kakan na do bi asima si wa yi but there obi a bo so no bi na mu de bi a mo ko tashi no do obi na mu de bi on kan hwe na ade da meba on wo yi na Sunday. See, I may in there. But I see every woman. No, to sack me. Why are some papa? When I see that word, never home. No, we say.
Nanado edina nonsam eba wiye no ena wo kire se eyade eha adwen ye pa se emabunu no etu saa anamo etisa na ose eye ne ya se bibiri na eprepre ya sese ya no oboda eye teaching hospital omo eje ayaresa na ose se ka dawo pa wo se omo de je ayaresa no eye 45,000 Ghana cedis ya wo se abusua ni nya ede ehwe wo mo enipa wo saa sakasaka ye mu no enamso ema wo pra na wo chese we eye ade ha adwen kwa ene ni kwa se esi na bibisa no ebasa na woni bi kura na akwa ya asema gise no okobobisia
small misunderstanding we have to say into it's necessary afana na mama ko mama Akumfi ese mama na makasi mo em da some was so say my din so Akumfi obia isi abota some no e din dan pa odano na ka second cancer open cancer acid cancer sembia obia na ano na wale kama sumbia ba to masha do bia nya abota na mo bi fam bani shani se messi mechi na onka onko prene yanko ana onko dini yanko bi ban ana onka bi bi nsene yanko na mo manya ni tibi so de eye news bi a wo man wo EBEFA news ni ya chere de amina na imprim am toda wo twa Akumfi ese mo ha ana na ye de kata ye da kama
Dr. Nana Impremo Tosu Emotwe oye wohene ewo ekumfi eyisem na oko twafo osai twafo hene edema ekumfi traditional area ewo nsama wodo a ene mentemu ase esiye no ena odimu nchirimu emayen
Enyimeku ahodo eso ya sinema ye de awie dumienu kasie ebremu ebi eye Kadanji Enterprise o printer na se o computer se o de kɔ hɔ no ma obehwe siesi ama oyie pa afensu po obi ama na boost to ICT equipment so ye fie anasa offices na woto nsa efre na obeba behwe ayama wotonton printers ene ho ne mabiti se toners ene ink cartridges upe desktop ene laptop computers aton so a Bora Kadanji Enterprise ubenya ni nyina bia to honom we photocopy printing online registration ene CCTV installations so ewo ho upe paper biti se A4 A3 A5 ato a fa wani kirem ewo Kadanji Enterprise ubenya bia to ne number enie 0204548428 ohwehwe ba bia ubehu Kadanji Enterprise or go so runabout oni Roman stores enedi animhwe Hamas mineral water eyensu obi mo de yie pa efiye ne nkeka wa bia enim FDA ene Ghana Standard Board edi mfidie ahwehwe mahu sampa ensu yi edemufo mu krogen pa dwumadi bia wudi no nya bi eche wase a wanim ebebanyam ye wo ahodo mienu ye wasashe ene ye water dispenser de opa bia se woto ye nkra ye behwe se wonsa ebeka ensu ebi Hamas mineral water opa ba bia ye wa ye wodo wani akire mu go so mem kwantempo ande so ye ne kenama schools ene di animhwe frɛ Hamas mineral water ewo 0546 183559 0243 208 631 Mem ahafo community cooperative credit union ayetwaniti ase maku enkane no omudi omudwuma ewo eye Methodist abrosanim ene omoto abo mo ankasa omodan mu ewo Hamas radio yadwuma anim hanum se ya baby a aposifo no eginegina wa yomso junction se sia wo pemem ahafo community cooperative credit union na eha ene omudi omudwuma
na yanto aso na obi ayira wayira nti nabusuafo ehwehwe no na nipa yaka ne ho asemi ni din ede Yewura Charles Akurubi
106.5
udibe hunu ni pa abate na nana kwa mekire aboaboso dikuro ene abusuapani Yewura Akurugu ena esre obia wotie Hamas radio se wonde hye ayira enti obibia wani betwa ne so no obesre wa se police station bi benwa na wamoma so ate anase number me de betudwa no no afre Hamas radio se wode ben ya hana betimi de aba na wode no aba Yewura Akurugu Charles ya yebona mrane abate wanya mfisia aduasa enum 35 na oyekusa sini ofri akodie aboaboso ho ena wotia di ne dwuma na mpani chese December bosumi etwam yi wa fimpi mienu ne aduonu numu no ne da na etoso aduonu mienu ebeka na mienu amiasi bronya dua no ena papa afri fie na ochese wokono na wo hye afomtade esoro black ena afi efom black na sei no tie woye ni patuntum ena ne tenten ana na mono ebe se enum 5 feet tall na oka kusase kasa nti obi bia obehu nipa maboni din ene se de mesi akere ne tibia esitie fra 0544 9696 80 0544 9696 80 and 0245 725949 na uhuna wa fresa number na uniye aha ene brebe me kwan ama ye kase ne de asi ne ye sori ya abrabapa dwumedi no eto aso nei omba be din commode afa passport ho eti ebefa o passport
mi obi nyankopon adom
obi yes eboken oko
ende on se nipa bia wo se unya bi to honom ebe anya fe na BBS na obe ye bi na ubetwa wo ho sa
se ya se yete hai ebe ye ni upa se pani be fro na se bi ni passport
se emire bi ba ko bi fa me kon ho sa wo na ma mani da ho me kokope bi to me ko fa beto wo so fa mentere
we are say sa bibi aka papa enye
me pere me ko fa beto wo so me hu we abeboa
ebefa
ofa we pa de ebefa we dia
Say Adebo Hona Ubu say Wakasa Winibia. Na I am Kura de Kase become a poor class. I form 3 ni. I say I have mutiny D. I say Utie pan will bunny new radio. So to say,
as what that busy
was it will appear because of the level. No, but
Baba da bena vetoka.
The chamba is shame. I was coming Yawa. Baba da
bena vetoka.
Facebook.
Da bena vetoka.
Miss Pelele Kaswa. And was say AKA Dr. Baumia Baba 2028. And was in fact Dr. Baumia 2026 31st premise no wa we we enti mama kanyina monkoda ne de no Starboy was say we free meme airport Hamas news there was say mo ye number 1 no size na ochia onumanyamfo Yinka Benjamin and this year was na for south and afi Yasma ene ono ane papa no joke was say ochia ompa nana osompa na ose ocheche ye nyina na ogidi se ye nyina ye ho ye na wase de this year de wase you won't get any mukuye de
Linda Thames bia ya otaka obi anu hu ne hu otan
akowe pa na no sompa masa obey steady what ai Lazo Samuel was it you do I yeah the bibia ne asel yeah no and I moto no na am fans obwa me feel kra EBEFA de ya no
ye na toka hu hia
ka no okay
na Benz that day bi kra be wo
o mutieti
mom de
ai mutieti ti me mpa mo so be to ka chemi o
cha we sure mom de bibia betimi asi
ti nyame ne boafo Yechia Chief Inspector Ojo Buache obo adwuma yie pa Yakopon Hira no
na second chief
onye ne kese
Commerce Radio
na second chief
106.5
Inspector Kratos Gariba Ira Kratos Gariba ono so bo adwuma mama Mama Agnes Mama Agnes of Agnes Enterprise mama ni kuno no
mama chi officer Paul metene nka acha afi minya hu no
officer Paul de se menya makua for program
ubenya no
aye de amenya no
the whole year mi hu no
the whole year mi hu no metene nka aye Mike kesie
ajabe
aye
o sheho ise na so ye shekakara
ajabe also metene nka mi chiao pa mama official pa ma on freme
o do official pay de
sa
obo ukra wate pass on fi
masa tola so ho
omunyin masa tola fi su mi hu no
o de jai
ba mi gidi se ne ho ye
ne ho de ebeye
Louis kura wo Coco station he ya so kura mi hu no
Louis
afi mani jase ye hu no
okay the passport for na ba wo
o ma ba wo mi enso
bi antie ense we ni nyina KASE3 ehop bi
no kura pa
di EBEFA eba ye no obi asabin ka na sitina ma yeye sabin ga wonen number bi nya sabin akwa heda ka bi sia
abesi alo sei
ai ti EBEFA se wakoye akoye passport ni de obi aboa no
ai se ye ready aje kwen na obi eko
na mimi obi ana
owu obi
sa
obi efi amini momo mu obi ni nyina
se unu obi ahita se
mini nyina
obi aye ready bi ohu no
mini mu nyina
okay ya me ne boafo yes also na ma me so abetrase de asetenemu abrabo pano e de abranu anu mienu ne trase ebo kase ne dika no yemfa asadama newsroom aboafo da chehene kwadwo buaben Sam Young e de yeko Facebook na naboachi yado memene da oye ne maame ayiye ne soso no enyina yebekwa akota nachi na Pastor Same esoso otun bedin memene da mukwa kota nachi enu mienu a yebekeka kase enu ma wo eyeme ofa hutini ba kope Nana ABOAGYE da Costa mene mo ofa ase
EBEFA HEMAA GINA BAAH MANU
yes also na jumedi aka no also ediama yema umo enitia adena